Yo, what's up to all of my real estate agents out here? What we're going to talk about today is how to have a successful open house, right? When I first got into business in 2012, I did a couple of open houses, but didn't really understand how to have a successful open house until I went full time in 2018, right? So I reached out to some other successful agents and seeing what they were doing to make sure that they were getting the most out of their open houses, and more so how to get leads and convert those leads into your clients, right? So the first thing that I have for you guys on how to have a successful open house is to always know the competition in the neighborhood, right? So typically open houses will take place on Saturdays or Sundays. So you want to be able to see who else in the neighborhood is having an open house. You want to see what their house has to offer and maybe what they are doing to prepare for their open house, right? The next thing that I have to do for you guys is prepare, right? When I say prepare, what do I mean? You don't want to just go post up in a house and wait on people to come in, right? You want people to find value when they come in and also find things that are comforting to them. So one thing would be is to have a property description sheet, right? If your client or whoever you're hosting the open house for has done some upgrades to the home, you also want to have those type of things laid out on a sheet that people can actually take a look at to see what has been done to the home, and visualize that stuff. Those things are enticing to people visiting an open house, right? The other thing that I have with that is bring snacks for your client, for your visitors, right? You don't have to go all out, but cookies and small bottles of water, or setting up a jar of candy and bottles of water, people love to dig into those things. And also that can slow them down while they're there, so that you're able to have meaningful conversations with them about what their plans are with buying a home, right? And what exactly they are looking for. The other thing that I have is make sure you spread the word, right? Well, Alvin, how do we spread the word about our open house? There are several ways. If you're lazy, you're not going to like this, right? First of all, you need to have directional signs out, right? Those directional signs should definitely be set up at least between 10 to 24 hours before your open house starts, right? You want to get people driving by and knowing where that open house is going to be before that open house actually takes place, right? The next most successful thing about spreading that word is get out and door knock the neighborhood a couple of days before, right? Prepare some flyers to give to the neighbors, and you go out and knock on those doors and let them know, hey, look, we have this house up for sale here in your neighborhood at 123 Main Street. We wanted to see if you had anybody in mind that may be wanting to move to your neighborhood. If so, let them know to come check this house out this weekend between the hours that you plan to host the open house. Not only does that send buyers, but that also sends people in the neighborhood who may be thinking about selling over to see what they may be up against, right? That is the key to letting people know and getting the word out, right? How to capture these leads, right? And how to convert them. You always want to have a sign-in sheet or some type of tablet to where you can capture your visitors' information, right? It does no good to have an open house and then not capture these people information, just having people walk through. The whole goal is to capture visitors, turn those visitors into your clients. Whether they're people in the neighborhood who may be looking into selling, or potential buyers, right? You definitely want to capture them. Phone numbers, names, all of that stuff should be required to sign in once they come to visit the open house. Tell them it's for safety reasons. Tell them it's because you want to send them something free. Whatever it is, just capture that information, right? Don't just get the information and do nothing with it. You guys want to capture that information and follow up with them the very next day. Thank them for stopping by. See what they were looking for, what their intentions are in this market, and build the relationship that way, right? If you guys have any other questions on how to host a successful open house, please reach out to me, right? You can reach me on Instagram or Facebook at alvinjrrealestategroup.com. Have a good one.